All right, let's get into West of Loathing. A little bit of Western mystery. Woohoo! Let's see. Clara Oakley. Ira Mayfield. Bear Simmons. Crane Masterson. Bobcat Hayfield. Grizzly Williams. Wyatt Earp. Wyatt Earp. Oh. Oh, we can change the name. There we go. Oops, forgot the P. Okay, Spinner. There we go. Oh, this is called West of Loathing. Yeah, let's get ready. Let's go. I had the strangest dream. I was choosing a character class. Do I want to be a cow puncher, a bean slinger, or a snake oiler? What do we think? Cow puncher? A bean slinger or a snake oiler? Huh. Oh. What's a bean slinger? Magic and cooking are inextricably intertwined in Loathing, and the bean slinger is a mystical master of both. You've heard there's a shortage of cooks out west since the cows came home, due to most of the cooks being brutally killed by the cows. Okay, let's see. On second, cow puncher. You've heard that cow punchers are in demand out west since the cows came home, which stands to reason. The cows ain't going to punch themselves after all. Hello, Biggest. How are you? Oh, they solve their problems with their fists. Okay, so that's a melee. What's a snake oiler? Snake oilers rely on their moxie and to tame snakes. Their fearlessness to extract potent oils from those snakes and cleverness to manufacture and sell potions made from those oils. You heard that snake oilers are doing very well out west since the cows came home. Everybody needs potions and hope in these dark days. Okay, on second thought. So what do we want to be? Do we want to be a cow puncher, a bean slinger, or a snake oiler? Man. Oh, wow. Okay. They start you out with a choice first thing. Oh. Bean slingers have magic. Let's go with bean slinger. I want to be a bean slinger. This weird poster appeared here one day last. I got an item. How do I check my items? Unlock stupid walking as an option. I read the book from cover to cover and I learned how to walk really stupidly. Stupid walking has been added to your options menu. You got a purse. Stupid walking. You accidentally drop the book and then ruin it by stepping on it 30 times while you're trying to pick it up. Okay. That's a stupid walking. Oops, wait. Let me go back here. Turn off the gramophone. Can we do anything? Comb hair. Ooh, nice progress. What about the bird? Hey, Russell, how you doing? Caw. I'm gonna miss you, buddy. Caw. Feed Russell a cricket. You grab a cricket from your cricket bag and feed it to Russell. He coos appreciatively and nuzzles your hand. Shall we free Russell? Let's free Russell. Maybe it's time for you to leave too. You open your bedroom window and unlatch the door to Russell's cage. He winks at you, calls one last time, and flies away to the west. It's time to hit the trail. The walking. Oh. Oh, cool. Skill up. Stacked firewood. Gonna miss Mom's cooking. Keeps all her pie safe. Miss meals with family. An item. Nothing on the hat rack today. Oh my gosh, I love this. This is great. No time to screw around in the woods. Okay. Your mom smiles warmly as you approach. I'm leaving now, Mom. Okay, we're gonna miss you, kiddo. And oh, before you leave, I got you a present. A present? Yep, it's that book you wanted from Crimbo. I know it's early, but the one about picking locks, the one about desert survival, the one about bartering. Oh, what are we gonna need? How about lock picking? That's the one. Enjoy it. Please be careful out there and write us a letter when you can. She hugs you. I will, Mom. Goodbye. The walking. Oh. Your father morosely jabs the haystack. That hat doesn't fit you, Dad. I'll grow into it. It's time for me to leave. His lip quivers a little. Listen, I want you to have this. It's your grandmother's favorite can of beans. You got an item. A can of infinite beans. Thank you. Thanks, Dad. Good luck out there. Be sure to say goodbye to your mother. Oh, the stupid walking. Okay. Woohoo! I got a needle. Needle and haystack. Your brother Rufus is standing there looking nervous. He's pretty good at looking nervous. You hand him the puzzle and he starts fidgeting with it. Hey Rufus, it's time for me to head west. I still don't understand why you're leaving. He's got a point, you know. Why are you going west anyway? Ooh. To seek my fortune. There's just no opportunity here, kid. If I'm going to make something of myself, I got to go where I can make some meat. Meat? But it's so dangerous. 60% of the people who go west get killed within a year. And that's a statistic is from before the cows came home. I'll be okay. You worry about taking care of Mom and Dad. I'll worry about me. Okay, if you say so. I still think you'll be dead by Crimbo. I'll miss you, Rufus. Okay, you give him a playful punch on the arm. Okay. Oh my god, I love this. This is so great. Hello, Stain Man. Look at the way he walks. See? Okay. Go west, young man? Yes. Hitching a ride across the Great Plains. Here we go, west of Loathing. Oh. I'm on a turnip truck. I'm on a turnip truck. That's so funny. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, stunt coordinator. Oh my gosh, key grip. 200 miles later. Oh no! Well, the bad news is that you fell off the cart and got knocked out for a couple of hours. Now you've got no ride, no meat, and no prospects. The good news is that you're in a town, rather than a gulch somewhere. Not much of a town, though. Let's get up and dust ourselves off. Let's see. You want to know a secret? Well, too bad. Oh, that's horse pooey. I stepped in horse pooey. There's horse pooey everywhere. There's a bar, a sheriff. Where's the trade? You approach the weird Cactus Man hybrid. He smiles at you. Howdy, Cactus Man. Howdy yourself. And the name's Bill. Cactus Bill. What happened to you, Bill? Well, to be honest, partner, I drank too much cactus beer, and it turned me into a cactus. Doc Alice warned me this would happen, but I didn't listen. And that's why they call you Cactus Bill? No, that's just a coincidence. Oh. Oh, does it hurt? Does what hurt? You know, being a cactus. Oh. No, it's actually kind of nice. The natural fermentation processes inside the cactus part of me keep me pretty drunk most of the time. I guess it's a mite boring. Yeah, I bet. It wouldn't be so bad if I had something to read. You don't happen to have a newspaper or anything, do you? No, I'm sorry. Well, if you happen to find one, keep me in mind. Will do, Bill. Okay. Some loose dirt. Ooh. Ah! Step right up, step right up. Brad's the name and trade's the game. You seriously doubt that his name is Braid? Howdy, Braid. What are you trading? Well, sir, today I'm trading locks of soap for a stick of dynamite for a needle. And to the cunning Skinner who brings me 3 rattlesnakes' hide, well, to that adventurous soul, I will trade a fine silver pocket watch. No trades right now. There's the sheriff. The sheriff. The sheriff. The bar. Ah! I keep stepping in the horse jockey. The horses. Let's see. Sign on the door reads, "Gone drinking." As you walk into the saloon, the crazy-eyed guy sitting to the left of the door shrieks and waves at you to get your attention. Hey, where's your hat, dagnabbit? Well, you can't drink in here without a hat. Tain't proper. He points to the take a hat, leave a hat box next to the door. Check out the box. You look through the hat box and find a magical black Stetson. That looks like something you'd wear. Grab it. You got an item. Barely enchanted hat. You put on the hat. You grab the hat and put it on. Thanks, Pete. Thanks, Pete. He gives you a friendly, if somewhat twitchy nod. Say, fella. Yeah? You heading west? If you want some company, I'd be more than happy to come along. Just let me know. Well, no pressure. All right, I'll keep that in mind. I already have a hat. What would I do with 2? There's somebody playing music. I have the music turned off because I don't want to get demonetized. What do you say, Pete? Who, me? Well, heck, I say all kinds of things. For instance, dang nugget, and there's a varmint in my meat pouch. Pete takes a swig of his whiskey. See you later, Pete. These two are playing poker, at least trying to. They keep looking back and forth from their hands to the how to play poker card that came with their deck, biting their lips and concentrating real hard. Good luck, you two. He's sleeping. It's a spittoon. People spit into it. You know, without even looking in it. It's absolutely disgusting. Ignore it or look into it. Ignore it, look into it. Let's look into it. Yeah, it's full of spit. Regular spit, gross tobacco spit, chewing gum, and it looks like a few teeth as well. It's disgusting, and the smell, even from a distance, it smells horrible. Look closer or look elsewhere. Well, let's look closer. You are now on your hands and knees, peering into a filth-encrusted spittoon. I don't understand what is wrong with you. Wait, is there something shining at the bottom? Well, let's get it. You reach your hand towards the spittoon. Even before you touch it, you can feel the grossness in the air, like a greasy fog enveloping the stinking brass horror. It smells like the vomit trough at a mesquite barbecue eating contest. You hesitate. Never surrender. You plunge your hand into the awful soup. It makes a sound like bloop. Your skin is burning. Your eyes start to word water. Search. Your fingers make contact with something. You pull your hand out of the devil's tureen slowly, not daring to risk splashing the contents all over yourself. You appear to have gotten some kind of ring, probably some kind of disease as well. Congratulations. Item, you got a nasty ring. Hooray! Oh, let's see. Oh, we got a nasty ring. Though getting the ring was traumatic, you have to admit it was worth it. You get 1 muscle, 1 mysticality, and 1 moxie. Okay. Nice. The hat gives me 1 mysticality. Okay, it's for picking locks. Okay, oh, let's read it. After you're done reading it, you donate to a local orphanage. Soon those orphans will be able to make their escape. Okay. Right bumper. Okay. Left bumper. Ah-ha-ha. Here we go. I got 3 muscle, mysticality, moxie. Lava flava. Bean shield. Hellbender. Outfoxing. Stupid walking. That's my purse. Okay. And left trigger is the map. So we're at the town of Borden Springs. Okay. Oh. You walk up to the bar and wait patiently for the bartender to notice you. While you're waiting, you see a sign taped to the back wall, reading, "Reward for lost mugs, 25 meat each." Ooh. Keep waiting. The bartender finally notices you. "Howdy, cowboy." "Howdy, barkeep. Name's Spin. What brings you to our little backwater?" "Ask about work." "Oh, the usual. I came out west to make my fortune, not having much luck so far, though. Any work around these parts?" "Unfortunately, Boring Spring already has more people in it than jobs. It's more of an errand town, if you catch my meaning. If you're looking for a real job, I'd recommend talking to the railroad people up by Dirtwater." Okay. Let's ask about errands. You mentioned errands? "Yeah, this forsaken burg is always falling apart in one way or another. The hostler's always needing help since he hurt his leg, and that no-account sheriff could certainly stand to have somebody doing his job for him. Anything else?" "Well, I've got a goblin loose in the basement. Some cowpoke in from the gulch didn't wipe his boots off and got spores everywhere." Whew. I could probably handle the goblin. Much obliged. I'll unlock the basement door for you. Oh, and you'll need this. I got weak fungicide. I'll take care of it. Howdy, I'm Spin. Howdy, Spin, I'm Horace. Nice to meet you. What do you do? I'm the town hostler. I don't know what that is. I'm the town horse selling guy. Oh, gotcha. How's that working out for you? Oh, these horses are just flying out the door. So business is booming. Nice. No, I mean, the horses keep running away. I haven't sold one in ages. Oh. Is that why you're here drinking instead? Yep. And me being in here drinking instead of watching the horses is probably how they keep escaping. It's one of those vicious circle things. Well, I'm in need of a horse. Do you have any left? One, kind of boring, but it's got 4 legs and a back to sit on. Come see me at the stable. I'll be happy to show it to you. Okay. Who are you? I'll just let her drink then. Okay. Let's go see a man about a horse. Oh, every time. Ooh. I got needles. Okay. Afternoon, sir. What can I do for you? How's business? Oh, you know, every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Oh, okay. To tell you the truth, though, it's pretty terrible. All of my horses keep running away. Well, except for this completely ordinary one. That's rough. Maybe I can help. Oh, God, yes. Thank you. Please, I go fetch them myself, except this injury. I'll give you 300 meat each for finding them. How many are there? 3. Here, let me see your map. They pretty much always run to the same places. He draws 3 little pictures on your map. You discovered a new map location. Orhole Mine. Discovered a new map location. Boring Springs Boneyard. You discovered a new map location. Thousand Snakes Gulch. Why these places? I think they like the environments that are there. Thematically appropriate. Here, when you find one, feed it some of these oats. That should send it back here. I got an item. A bag of homing oats. Like homing pigeons. Homing oats. How does that work? They're special pigeon-infused oats. Okay, will do. See you later. Okay. So, we've talked to the stableman. Oh, I didn't mean to get... Oh, I stepped in it again. The sheriff. Howdy, stranger. Welcome to Boarding Springs. I'm the sheriff in these parts. The sheriff in these parts. The what? The sheriff, okay? Blasted sign painters. Say, would you happen to be looking for work, would you? As a matter of fact, I am. Great, because I happen to have some. There's a gang of hoodlums around here what call themselves the Fricker Gang. Last time I arrested one of them, they busted him out and took my cell door with him. It ain't, well, it ain't much good without the door. And I need somebody tough, smart, and or slick to go fetch it back for me. Why don't you do it? You're the sheriff, after all. Sheriff? Okay, I gotta stay here and practice my chair tipping. Okay, I'll give it a shot. He takes a pistol out of his desk and hands it to you. You got an item. Deputy pistol. Deputy pistol. Deputy, you deputized a gun? You're new in town. Maybe you ain't noticed, but there ain't much here to do except drink. Here, let me write down the Fricker Gaines hideout for you. He makes a little note on your map. you discovered a new map location. The Fricker Gang's hideout. Got it. I'll be back with the door. Okay. No. I'll be back. I wanted to see if I can interact. Okay. No. Oh, let's see. Where should I go? Let's go, Hey! There's a mug. Beauregard Skeleton, Captain, 3rd Cavalry, 1820 to 1866. This grave's really noisy. A skeleton, you're not getting past it without a scuffle. It's a scuffle. Oh, God. Oh, gosh. Yeehaw! Skill up. Gumption, level 2. Cool. Oh, here's the horse. Is it the spooky translucent horse? Hello there. Hi, I'm a friend, okay? Nay! That's a little strange. How do you operate without opening your mouth? Pat her on the nose. You pat the horse's nose, which is very cold. If you were going to ride her, you'd want an extra saddle blanket to keep your butt from freezing. Pat her on the nose again. Yep. Still cold. Brr. Pat her on the nose again. Yep. Still cold. Brr. Yep. Still cold. I wonder how long this goes on for. You get the idea. Feed her the oats. Nay. I'll feed her the oats. Here you go, girl. Have some oats. You hold out a handful of oats for the horse, but she just sort of stares right through you. Brr. Please don't look at me like that. Snort. Try the oats again. You hold out the oats again, but the horse continues to ignore them. What's the matter? Are they not spooky enough? I'm not sure how to make oats spooky. I guess I could put some bone meal on them, but I don't have anything handy to grind up bones with. Grave dirt? Winnie! Is that a yes? Weird. Okay. Add some grave dirt to the oats. You sprinkle the oats with a little bit of grave dirt and hold them out again. The horse gazes expressionlessly at them and then eats them. Nay! And with that, she glides away in the direction of town. Bizarre. Timothy Cochrane. It's Elizabeth. And Silas. Let's see. Our founding, Zephaniah Boring. He was actually a really interesting guy. What's this one? Benjamin Crockett. He showed up way too early. Okay. Alright. Thousand Snakes Gulch. Ah. Ow. Okay. I wonder what my other things do. Lava Flava. Oh, look at that. Yeehaw! Skill up mysticality. Skilled up my mysticality. Whoa, they're quick! Ow! Oh, he did a lot of damage. Okay, let's try. Oh, ooh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Yeehaw! Skill up, Hellbender, level 2. Okay. Look at that. Soldier's got crazy eyes. Ouch. Yikes. Okay. Hey there, boy. Hey, fella. I'm a friend, okay? Nay! It's alright. It's cool. Be cool. Don't freak out on me. Winnie! Look him in the eyes. You calmly look the horse in the eyes. One of them is fixed in a glassy 1,000-yard stare. The other one is revolving madly in its socket, like he's thinking of trying to escape in every direction simultaneously. He looks to be calming down a little now that it's clear you aren't actually made of spiders, though. Pat his nose. You carefully and gently pat the horse's nose. He twitches a bit, okay, a lot, but seems to recognize that you aren't going to eat his eyes or suck out his soul or whatever madness is bouncing around in that skull of his. That's a good boy. Feed him the oats. Are you hungry, boy? I've got a little treat for you. Snurf. You feed the crazy horse some of the homing oats, and it gallops away with a whinny, or rather with a whinnery. Hopefully he's headed home and not into the 12th dimension. Cool. I got a shiny rock. Okay. I don't think there's anything else I can interact with there. Let's see. Or whole mind. Okay. What about these rocks? Ooh. Ah. I'm on the lookout for mugs. Let's go into the mine. Okay. Cargo elevator control. Level 1, blasting cap storage. Level 2, plungers, both kinds. Level 3, tools. Where do you want to send the cargo elevator? Well, actually I'm going to leave it alone for now. Ooh, I got an unrefined meat nugget. No plunger hooked up to it. Ah. I want to send it to plunger. Got a plunger. Ah, I forgot to hook up a blasting cap. Blasting cap source level 1. Dang it, looks like you're gonna need a crowbar. Oh, I need tools. Woohoo! Now I can get this. Hello, Otto. Welcome in. I've already got a plunger. I need... Hey. Level 1. Got a blasting cap. Okay. I feel like I was too close to that. Ooh. Looks like something is buried there. Hey there, girl. It's okay, I'm a friend. Woody. The horse shies away from you, though in this case it's more like crippling introvertedness away from you. Crippling introverted away from you. Reassure. Oh, come on, don't be like that. Look, I brought some oats for you. They aren't poison or anything. Huh? In retrospect, I guess that wasn't a very comforting thing to say. Let me pat her on the nose. As you reach out to pat her on their nose, the horse ducks and steps further back into the shadows. Aw, come on. Nay. Feed her the oats. You take a handful of oats out of the bag and hold them to the horse. Here you go. Yum yum. Snort. She sidles away from you warily and makes a surprisingly good attempt at hiding from her own shadow. Come on, please. Eat the oats yourself. Look, they're fine, okay? See? You take a handful from the bag and toss them in your mouth. Ugh. It's like the roughest, blandest breakfast cereal you've ever eaten. Still, it's better than dry cat food. Don't ask. You smile to show the horse that you're fine and realize that you've unconsciously turned around and walked out the door. Geez, these are powerful. The horse looks at you warily as you re-enter with a cheerful wave. See, perfectly fine. Let's see, can we pat her on the nose? The horse touches her shoulders and seems to shrink slightly as you pat her nose, but she doesn't actually flee, so that's something. There's a good girl, Winnie. The horse finally seems relaxed enough around you, so you offer her a handful of oats. Warily, begrudgingly, she eats them. Then she gestures at something behind you. You turn around to look, but don't see anything. When you turn back, she's gone. Well, okay then. I don't see any more mugs either. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I don't have foraging. Ooh. You cautiously approach the Fricker gang. They're pretty engrossed in their poker game, so it doesn't actually require that much caution. You hide behind a barrel and eavesdrop on their conversation for a while. The one with the eye patch is quiet, but you gather that his name is Snipe. And the squirrely one is his brother Wimpy. What's your play here? Let's approach them. Howdy, boys, fill me in. The one without the eye patch raises an eyebrow at you. Who are you, and how'd you get past Thud and Soapy? What do you want? It's Bimmy? Your brother? He squints at you. Bimmy? You ain't Bimmy. I am too. Back me up here, Snipe. Snipe speaks up. Don't take but one eye to see what you're full of, dead man. They both reach for your guns. Oh my gosh. Whew. Oh my gosh. Oh. At least they were kind enough to drag you outside after they beat you unconscious. Okay. Ignore him. I got his soap. I don't think I could take on the gang. And I can't go past that point. We'll see. So instead of say I'm here for the sheriff's store, I'll show you the door. The door to hell. He reaches for a gun. Oh no, it's a fight again. Oh. Oh, maybe I got a shot at this one. Recover, grab the sheriff's door, take that. Tie him up. Grab a length of rope carefully and tie his hands together and to the handles of the head. The sheriff can come collect him later. Okay. Can I do the same thing with the sleeping bandit? Can we tie him up too? You poke Thud with your boot. He slowly gets to his feet. Hey, you're not supposed to be here. Thud is, well, let's say he's no Rhodes Scholar. If we assume that it's 7 years from now, and that idiom makes sense. You feel bad about the idea of killing him. Walk away, Thud. Okay, you're probably right. Thud stumbles off into the desert. He'll probably be fine. He'll be alright. Okay. Town of Boring Springs. I don't know how you spotted her hiding in that mine, but thanks for sending back my dark horse. I gained 300 meat. Looks like my pal horse made it back. Safe. Thanks for your help. I gained 300 meat. Thanks for funding my crazy horse. He was eating local weed again, wasn't he? You gained 300 meat. Not that I noticed. That's all of them. I can't thank you enough. Here's a little extra for you. Thanks. Yeah, I busted my knee while mucking out the showroom. Don't ask how. It's embarrassing. I was going to get Doc Alice to have a look at it, but she gave up doctoring. Why did she do that? Nobody knows. She shut herself up in her office, said she wouldn't talk to anyone except Nurse Whiskey. Is that an actual nurse, or... I'm pretty sure she was just being sarcastic. I see. Okay, so there's something up with the doc, but let's visit the sheriff here. I see the Figure Gang hasn't put a stop to your breathing. Did you rescue my cell door? You hand the sheriff his door, and he hangs back on its hinges. Nice work, stranger. This here prison cell's just got about 4 times more secure. Are there any fricker boys left for me to round up? Yeah, there's 1 or 2 that are asleep on the job. I'll go round them up shortly then. Looks like I owe you a reward. He produces a big bag of meat. You gain 400 meat. Got another little task for you if you've got the time. It should be a lot simpler than the last one. What you need? Well, the frickers busted the lock when they took down the door. Going to need a new lock. I'll keep an eye out. Okay. Braid. Howdy, Braid. What are you trading? Well, sir, today I'm trading locks for soap and a stick of dynamite for a needle. I'll trade the soap for a lock. Braid, though you don't really think that's his name, it's actually Braid, takes your soap and hands you a lock. I don't think I need dynamite. I didn't need dynamite for anything. No other trades for right now. Oh. How did you manage to scare it? Howdy, did you manage to scare up a lock for my cell? Yep, got one right here. You hand the sheriff the lock. That'll do nicely. The sheriff puts the lock on the cell door, then accidentally drops the key and it clatters into the cell. Hellfire. Don't suppose you know how to pick locks, stranger. You got a needle handy? I'll see what I can do. You definitely picked the lock. Okay. I unlocked the cell for you. The sheriff walks in the cell and picks up the key, looks around for a place to hide it, and eventually sticks it under his hat. Thank you kindly, stranger. If Boring Spring ever gets any more criminals, they better watch out. That's a good job you done. Don't mention it. Here, have this as a souvenir of your time in Boring Springs. You got an item. Replica sheriff badge. Thanks, sheriff. Oh! Oh! I seen a mug. Ah! Ah! I gained 125 meat. Who's the lady drinking whiskey out of a beer mug? That's Susie. She's a rancher from nearby. Real tough broad. I ain't recommend you pester her. Why is that? Lost her whole family to a cow attack recently. Got some pent-up frustrations about it. Ouch. Are you Susie? How did you know my last name? I saw the graves in the cemetery. I'm sorry for your loss. Susie scowls bitterly and mutters into her whiskey. I saw it happen. Saw the whole damn thing, and I couldn't do nothing about it. The bartender says it was cows. Cows, right. I don't know about what those things are, but they ain't cows. Not anymore. What happened? It was a raid. See, Ma and Pa used to ranch cattle back before. Well, before they came home. Pa didn't make it, but Ma and I managed to rebuild. We ranched pigs instead, and she left me that place when she passed. Go on. Well, I guess a passing herd sniffed out that we used to be a cow ranch, and they attacked. A couple days ago. Happened so fast I didn't even have time to get my rifle out of the gun safe. Cows smashed the front door, and a fire started out back by the root cellar. House went up in blazes, just like that. What did you do? Well, there wasn't anything I could do. Couldn't get upstairs to the kids because of the fire, and I saw Tim trampled right in front of me. She drains her glass. I ain't want to talk about it anymore. Sorry. She refills her mug from a bottle in the bar and doesn't reply. What will you do now? Head west, suppose. Nothing keeping me here. No desire to stay. I can't leave without my rifle, though. Why not? It was Ma's rifle. It's all I got left of anybody. Where is it? Left it at the ranch like a damn fool. Listen, can I ask you a favor? I need someone to go get it for me. Why don't you go for yourself? Susie's jaw clenches. She turns away so you can't see her face and resumes her drinking. Oh. I'll go get your rifle. Okay. Let's go to Susie's place. Established 1891. Oh, wow. Looks like I'm going through the door anyway. Oh. Oh. Okay. Great. Hooray. Susie's rifle. These pies were not safe. Okay, I guess we could go back to the town of Boring. Yep, here she is. Susie's eyes well up with tears as you hand her the rifle, and she roughly scrubs her sleeve across her face before any of them spill over. Thanks, stranger. I didn't catch your name. I'm Spin. Thanks, Spin. Can't rightly say what this means to me. She looks at the rifle for a long moment, then looks back up at you. She sighs. Well, that's enough wallowing in misery. Time for me to hit the road. If you want me to tag along when you head west, just say the word. Sounds good. So I got a potential partner. Okay. Oh. Hey. Got a newspaper. Grab a bottle. Ah. Ah. Did you bring me something to read? You give him the newspaper you found in the basement of the saloon. Much obliged, partner. Now let's see here. What can I do to return the favor? Oh, I know, my shovel. I left it behind the outhouse at Orhole Mine. It's yours if you go and get it. I'm sure you'll find a use for it. Thank you. Behind the outhouse at Orhole Mine. Got it. Thanks, Bill. Don't mention it. Now, if you could just kind of stick that newspaper to my face before you leave. Yeah, stick the newspaper. You literally stuck it to his face. Okay. Where do you say? Orhole Mine? Okay, Orhole Mine. I got a shovel. Was it there? Yeah! I thought there was loose dirt in there. There's loose dirt somewhere else, too. Was it the graveyard? Yes. Oh! Oh, ouch. Ah. Let's see, I gained Mysticality, level 3. I got an old Cavalry Saber and a gold tooth. Sweet. Was that the only pile of dirt here? I think it was. It's nasty work, but somebody's got to do it. Oh, hey. I got a mug. I got another mug. Whiskey delivery for you, Doc. What brand? Nurse Whiskey. Your favorite, I'm led to believe. Didn't know she makes house calls. Alright, hold on. You hear a little rattle as she unlocks the door. Oh. Oh wow, that should be further away from... Hey Doc, can I look at your books? Not until you give me that whiskey you promised me. Okay, fine. Oh, I plucked some more of your unsightly eyebrows. Okay. Doc Alice looks to be about in her 50s. Her hair is gray and her face is lined, but her eyes are still clear and sharp, if bloodshot. She holds out her hand. Whiskey, stat. So let's give her the whiskey. Why not, right? She cracks open the whiskey and fills a small flask she takes out of her pocket. Then she puts the flask back in her pocket and starts chugging out of the bottle. Geez, Doc, that doesn't seem healthy. Who's the doctor here, me or you? Okay, point taken. Hey Doc, can I look at some of your books? Sure, if you want to, not that they're going to do you much good in this doom-forsaken hellhole. Should you try being less cheerful, Doc? Check out the books. Leaf through... You start flipping through Goblin language book. It's confusing at first, but you eventually get so engrossed. By the time you take a break from reading, several blurfs has passed, and you also know that blurf is Goblin word for hour. You have learned to speak Goblin, sort of. So I got a perk, Goblin tongue. The book tells the story of a legendary treasure, a massive chest full of premium meat secreted in the hidden sense, not in the extruded sense, in the western desert by the old cowham named Curly Butterfield. Okay. This book purports to be a Civil War surgeon's autobiography, but flipping through it, you mostly find it's a list of reasons that drinking alcohol is bad. So it's actually a work of ludicrous speculative fiction. Haha. At least there are some useful appendices in the back, and some of the diagrams of appendices. Doc Alice continues to pour whiskey down her neck, occasionally stopping to breathe. Is everything alright? That depends on how fast I can get this whiskey in my bloodstream compared to how fast my liver filters it out. I can't talk and drink at the same time, so she glares at you meaningfully. So what's the matter, Doc? What's the matter? The whole world's gone to hell in a horse cart, and you ask what the matter is? Bandits, cow demons, dead men walking? Why don't you go ahead and pick one, and I'll drink to that. Dead men walking? You haven't seen it? Corpses, skeletons staggering around like puppets, half their strings cut, looking to take a bite out of the living? Oh yeah, there was a skeleton in the cemetery. It's nice to get some outside confirmation that I'm not losing my damn mind. How's that even possible? It isn't possible. It goes against everything I know about medicine. Dead patients don't get back up. Patients? Oh, ouch. Doc Alice turns away, grimacing. Every doctor loses one now and again. You never get used to it, but, well, it happens. But what doesn't happen is them coming back afterward and looking for revenge. Well, that must be pretty rough. Rough? Buddy, I don't think you comprehend the situation. It's not just patients. It's neighbors, friends, husbands. Oh, indeed. She turns away from you and focuses her attention back on the bottle. I did get another... I found this mug. Ooh, 25 meat. Thanks. Okay. Hi, Gary. Hi, hello. Hello, I'm Gary. Who are you? Well, I'm Spin. Hello, Spin. Good to meet you. What's Spin doing down here? Oh, you know, just looking around. Oh, hey, Gary likes looking too. Gary now looking for a way out of this dump. Gary not having much luck, though. Where are you trying to go, Gary? High away, far up for popping, and then new Gary everywhere. Settle down, Gary. Gary doesn't like settling. Gary wants to traveling and popping. If Spin is going far up and high away, maybe taking Gary with you, eh? I'll think about it. I don't have any foraging. Was there anything else in here? Nope. I'll need a horse. Oh.
Willie!
Can you sell me a horse? Well, since I'm a mystical bean slinger, I think I should go with the mystical horse. What sort of thing? You know, spooky stuff. Love it. I'll take her. Give her a name. It's a spooky horse. Oh, what are we gonna name the horse? What should we name the horse? You can name her Phobia. Yes. Alright, Phobia the horse. It's got a nice ring to it. Free with every horse purchase is a complimentary map. I got an item, the southeast west map. I got the southeast west map. Oh. Now, Gary wants to leave, Pete wants to leave, Susie wants to leave, and Doc Alice wants to leave. So, I'm assuming that we can take a companion. What companion shall we take? There's Crazy Pete, Susie, Gary's downstairs, Alice's. Who would be the most useful? Oh, Otto, Wednesday would have been a perfect name. I didn't even think of Wednesday. Okay, who's gonna be the best in a fight? What do you say, Pete? Who, me? Well, heck, I say all kinds of things. For instance, Gadooks, some double-crossing claim jumper grizzled my frizzle frazzle. Pete takes a swig of his whiskey. Pete notices the shiny rock you're carrying, his wild eyes light up. That there is a shiny rock you got, stranger. I'll give you 7 meat for the rock. Let's sell it to him. It's both barcode, a cowboy hat and a wizard hat. Bet Alice is the healer, Susie is ranged. The gobbo is probably a magic user. You go with Alice? I'll sell him the nugget. Ooh, fine and dandy. Pete squints and unrefined meat warrior carrying. Seems like you ain't got much use for unrefined ore, stranger. I'll buy it off of you for 73 meat. Sell him the ore. Pleasure doing business with you. Listen, kid. All this stuff, what I've been buying from you, it's been spending time underground, ain't you? Well, you listen to old Pete's advice. You stay out of ore hole if you know what's good for you. There's stuff down there on the 40th level that ain't worth messing with for a fellow that wants to keep his eyes, if you catch my meaning. Not sure I do, but thanks. On the 40th level. Let's go back to Warhole Mine. Let's go to level 40. Open the chest. A wave of nausea hits you as you slide off the heavy lid of the chest. Inside there's a hat. It looks evil. And not in an abstract way. It has eyes and they look like the eyes of a murderer. It has teeth which look like the teeth of an animal who would be a murderer if animals understood the concept of murder. Put it on or leave it alone. Ooh. 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 Let's leave that alone. I don't know what that is, so let's leave that alone. We will leave that alone for now. You go with Alice. Let's see if we can't get Alice to go with us. I love the way he walks. What now? Do you have any idea what's causing the resurrections? Well, I heard a rumor. A rumor, what is it? It's when you get incomplete information from an unverified source. Anyway, what I heard is there's a fellow out west that's causing it. A necromancer, they call him. Supposedly, he sent in magic out into the world somehow. Magic like the beanslingers use? I never heard of any beanslingers raising the dead, have you? Her scowl deepens. That'd be one hell of a can of beans. What's the deal with the TNT? It's so when I feel like I'm about to go, I can blow myself into bits so that they're so small there won't be nothing left to come back. That seems drastic. Drastic? Hell. No way am I taking the risk of becoming one of those things. Fair enough, I suppose. About the necromancer. Assuming he exists, what about him? Well, maybe somebody ought to go try and stop him. Doc Alice gives you a sharp look. You? Because I know you ain't talking about me. Why not you? A gray-haired old woman that knows much about fighting as a squirrel knows about surgery? Did you hit your head on a bar stool, kid? You aren't that old. See, you aren't that old, and if you're going to pick on someone to go up against a necromancer, it'd be someone who knows about death, but in a scientific way. A doctor, right? Doc Alice stares at you hard and takes a swig from her bottle, saying nothing. And it sounds to me like you got plenty of motivation to get the job done. For your friends and everyone. She continues to look at you. You can see the gears turning in her head. It beats doing nothing. Anyway, beats locking yourself in a house full of TNT and drinking yourself to death. You aren't even doing any doctoring anymore. She winces and looks away, then shakes her head slowly. You seriously expect me to ride out west by myself chasing a rumor? It doesn't have to be by yourself. I'm heading west too. Tag along with me and maybe we can find the guy and put a stop to him. It's crazy. Impossible. Impossible like raising the dead impossible? Alice crosses her arm and regards you thoughtfully. A spark slowly brightens in her eyes. All right, kid. What the hell? Let's give it a shot. Cool. Once you leave Boring Springs, you won't be able to come back. Any unfinished business you got will forever remain unfinished. Are you sure you're ready to leave? Yes. I'm taking Doc Alice with me. One last thing, up until this point, I've been automatically spending your experience points for you. I'm happy to keep doing it and promise to give you a nice, well-rounded experience. Shall I keep it up, or would you prefer to decide for yourself? We can always change this later. Keep spending it automatically. Let's see how that goes. Town of Dirtwater and the Manifest Destiny Railroad Camp. Head for Dirtwater. Ooh, oh my gosh. Look at the horse. Homer, Maine. Let's check out the town. We got the saloon, a merchant, post office, a jail, Okay. Oh! Okay. Select, zoom, go, and wander. There's the railroad camp. What if we hit wander? Oh. How did we discover that? Oh, I felt like I should have. An exposed meat vein. Okay. Hey Alice, do you know how any of this stuff works? Nope. Well, okay then. Okay, she doesn't know anything. A coffee cactus? A coffee cactus? I don't have foraging. Need some foraging. Use my magical beans. Ooh, I got snake skin. Hooray. Got some unrefined meat nuggets. Okay, let's use... What is this? Bean shield. No. Oh, this one's tougher. Oh! It's a fire snake. Okay. 5 to 6, 4 to 5, 4 hot damage. I think melee is my best weapon. Ah! Oh! Come on, Alice, finish it off. Yeah! I got grit. Hooray. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's a lot. Oh my gosh, Alice! That's with the scatter shot! Ooh. Oh, we got a pickaxe. Oh, we get meat from the veins! What's this? This looks like this is here for a reason. Yeah. Doesn't this look a little suspicious? Okay. Howdy, Doc. If we're going to look into this necromancer business, I figure we ought to start with the local cemeteries. Makes sense. Do you know where they are? Yeah, I did some research into the territory cemeteries a while back. Territory cemeteries? Territory cemeteries? To see if there's a pattern. You okay? Haha, sorry. Anyway, this one's not too far from here. Discovered a new map location, the Daveyard. What do you think we should do next? Well, if you're looking to find out about the lay of the land, I guess a railroad crew would be able to give you a fairly literal interpretation. Any other ideas? Alice says you should see the bartender about renting that room in Dirtwater. Be nice to have a base of operations. Thanks for the reminder. Okay. Let's wander again. As you turn a corner, you come face to face with 3 bandits pushing a large barrel marked TNT down the trail. The 4 of you stare at each other for a moment, unsure how to deal with this potentially violent happenstance. Dive for cover and fight them, or surrender. Oh, I don't have enough outfoxing to... So I guess we're gonna fight them. Oh. They shot at me and they missed. Beep. Okay. Some black denim pants. Alright, let's go to the Daveyard then. Out in the middle of the desert, you find an abandoned minecart. It's sitting on a section of minecart track about 12 feet long, which starts nowhere in particular and ends in an even less somewhere particular. Check it out. It's mostly full of plain old rocks, not even very interesting looking ones. However, if you left it without searching it thoroughly, you would just end up driving yourself crazy later with the thought that you might have missed something valuable. And so you spend a good half hour inspecting rocks and eventually find one that might be worth something. Got an unrefined meat nugget. Woo! I got some brown boots now. Let's see. I got brown boots. I got denim pants, that's armor. AP. Okay. Equip the saber. Oh, we get to fight skeletons now. Dun, 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 dun. Try the saber. Let's try my bead magic. Alice surveys the scene and jots some notes down in her little notebook. Okay. Here lies Dave C. Went down in the theater. Here lies Dave B. Died with his boots on, but not his pants. Here lies Dave J. Rapapow. Oh.
Hey.
Dave J. Dave's L. Died of a heart attack. See you in 36 years. Oh. Okay. Dave G. He was looking in the sky to save him, but even the sky can't save a feller from like 40 angry bears. Alright, let's see. 3 action points. That's be my best weapon against the skeleton. Ooh. I got hit with spooky points. Ugh. There we go. Glamour level 3. Nice. I got a skull with an odd tag on it. Okay. Here lies Dave G, murdered by a different feller named Dave G. Okay. Here lies Dave D. The truth was out there. It killed him. Oh. Open a whole bunch. Oh. Oh, that one has... Oh. Oh. Heal me, Alice. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, no, no. I gained an effect. Angry. Okay. Let's leave those alone for right now. Let's see what's in here. Oh, my. Oh my, I dig through the rags and find things that looks like they're worth keeping. A gore-splattered scroll, human ashes, and a robe receipt. Okay. Okay. How about open one? So this is some XP farming here at the Dave Yard. Okay. Let's wander. Let's see if we can't discover any more places. As you're riding toward your destination, a flash of color catches your eye. You parallel park your horse and stop to investigate the source. It's one of those cacti with the rainbow-colored buttons on it. Okay. Ooh, hey. Go there now. Let's go to Stern's Ranch. Haystacks. Oh. What? There's an old mission not far from here. They might let you check out their catacombs if you ask nice. Ooh, that sounds awesome. I suppose. Ah. Yeah, we should definitely see the bartender about running that room. Oh, I don't have safe cracking. Oh, I have foods. Weird cow-shaped stain on the wall. I don't have foraging. Charred locket. Ooh, I got smoking chrysanthemum. Got some blackened beans. Ooh, a stock certificate. Oh. It's the work of a moment to fix the doll's voice box. Pull the string. You pull the string, the doll's eyes roll back into its head, and the mouth begins to move. Hi, I'm Grace. What's your name? I'm Spin. Hi, Spin. You're nice. Do you want to play with me? Yes, let's play. Hooray! Mary used to play with me, but we didn't get to finish our tea party before she went away. Will you help me finish it? I should really hit the trail. That's okay. Somebody else will come along soon. You're already dead anyway. Hee hee hee. The doll goes silent. You shudder as you realize that the talking dolls haven't been invented yet. Spooky. Spooky. Okay. We need to go back to Dirtwater. You come across the corpse of a cowboy. How do you know it's a corpse of a cowboy? Well, you see by his outfit that he's a cowboy, and you see by his lack of flesh that he's a corpse. Give him a proper burial. You dig the grave and put the cowboy's remains in it. You gain 10 XP. It was the least I could do. Spittoon! This is a spittoon, which is sort of a brass bucket that people spit into instead of spitting on the floor. Because not spitting at all is not an option in this society, I guess. I say this despite knowing that you're pretty intimately familiar with spittoons already, sicko. Let's inspect it. Look, the Jewel Saloon is pretty nice as saloons go. Actual glass in the windows, more than 2 kinds of drinks, a poker room instead of a cockpotting pit. But this spittoon is still a spittoon. The rancid tobacco spit inside it isn't fancy rancid tobacco spit. Inspect it. Sigh. Here we go again. All right, fine. You are now hunkered down next to a brass filth bucket, which has probably never been cleaned or emptied, because you're near the desert and the ambient humidity around here is pretty low, low enough that the spit evaporates nearly as quickly as it accumulates. So that's good, right? No, that's bad, because it's only the water part of the spit that evaporates. The brass bucket is half full of the rest of the spit. The toxins and the filth that don't evaporate, several years worth, distilled and concentrated until it's the consistency of molasses. People aren't allowed to flick cigarette butts into the spittoon anymore because they bounce out. Search it. We gotta search it. You're about to put your hand into a bucket of something that's the color and viscosity of maple syrup. Except instead of maple, it's flavored with the inside of the mouths of the people who chew cigars instead of smoking them and have never brushed their teeth. Yep. Glorp. It feels like putting your hand into a bucket of lukewarm tapioca pudding, except instead of tapioca, it's basically poison. It smells like somebody ran over a skunk, waited a week, then set it on fire. It feels like your hand is dissolving. Keep searching. You found something. You found a tacky, filth-covered porcelain cow figurine. A useless, disgusting thing that will make a great heirloom for your children. Assuming you're still able to have any, and you hate them. You got an item. Filthy porcelain cow. Hooray! Spittoon. Okay. We were going to see about renting a room, right? Well, howdy there. It's always nice to see a new face in town. Welcome to the Jewel Saloon. Hi. Thanks. I'm Spin. Glad to know you, Spin. Folks around here just call me Lloyd. What can I do for you? Nice to meet you, Lloyd. I saw the sign out front advertising a room. That's right. Finest room in the house and plenty of room for your partner, too. You interested? How much does it cost? Well, that's where you're in luck. The previous tenant was a banker fella, and he paid a month in advance right before getting himself killed by bandits. You seem like a decent sort, so the room's yours if you want it. Gratis. Wow, great. I got a room. Ooh. Let's insult myself. You call yourself a good-for-nothing, yellow-livered jerk. You gain an effect. Angry. Can I insult myself again? You better not insult yourself. You get any angrier, you're liable to pass out. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Nice view from up here. There's a postcard on this little table. I got a blank postcard. It's my bed. That's Alice's bed. You go to sleep. You dream that you're climbing a mountain with your mother on a train. After that, you hear a clown whisper your name. You wake up quite refreshed. You wake up refreshed and restored, and hungry and sober. Day 2, the second day of the rest of your life. Okay. Oh, I got a blank postcard. Maybe you should write to your family back home in case you don't know how the mail works. You send these by going to a building called the post office and giving it to the correspondence wizard who works there. Okay. Hey, this ups my melee attack damage and spell damage. Let's equip that. This is the Diary of Mary Stearns. And the diary starts out typical kid stuff. You flip ahead until you notice the writing gets shakier. Found a dolly under the cactus out back. She told me her name was Grace. Mama and Papa don't believe me that she talks. They say I got a big imagination. Grace says the cows are going to get us, but Papa says we'll be okay because this weren't never a cow ranch. Grace says he's wrong, but Papa don't believe me. Grace says she can keep the cows away, but I have to play tea party with her. Keep reading. I don't like this kind of tea party, but Grace says it's important to keep the cows away. Mama was sad that they couldn't find Effie. Papa says she's been gone so long and they should put up a cross, but Mama won't let him because she thinks she'll come back. Papa says she's only 11, how far could she have gone? And Mama started crying again. I don't want to play tea party anymore, but Grace says I has to. Papa was out 2 days looking for Joey, but of course he didn't find him. Mama cried so much. I tried to tell her him and Effie are helping keep the cows away, but she doesn't understand. I told Grace I'm not playing Tea Party again, but she says I gotta, and if I don't, the cows will eat all three of us. She says either I get Mama or Papa to play, or else I gotta play by myself. That's the last entry. Interesting. Well, it's a good thing we didn't play too much with the doll. The clerk clears her throat. Howdy, are you the sheriff here? No, we don't currently have a sheriff. Offer to be sheriff, offer to help. Offer to be sheriff. Do you have any law enforcement experience? Not really. Have you ever been to sheriff's school? Nope. Do you have an existing relationship with Dirtwater's local government? Are you familiar with all of the local ordinances? Do you even live here? Nope. Then what in tarnation makes you think you'd be qualified for the sheriff? I just assumed. You just assumed that you could mosey into town and become sheriff on your first day? Well, when you put it that way, she snorts. If I had 5 meat for every wide-eyed protagonist-looking kid who wanders in here thinking they're most important tenderfoot to ever strap on an iron, I wouldn't need this dead-end clerking job. Sorry. It's okay, like I said, it happens all the time. Offer to help. Need any help until you find your new sheriff? Sure, if you're any good with a gun, there's always somebody in need of some justice. Wanted posters are back there, cells are over yonder. She points behind her and off to the right respectively. Take your leave. Okay. Read it. Wanted, House in the Desert Gang. For mortgage, non-payment, squatting, and general public nuisance. Also for murdering 2 collection agents. Last seen at the House in the Desert. 500 meat reward. You wonder if the house is named after them or if they're named after the house. In any case, the last location is ambiguous. Want to go after them? Yes. You take note of the location of the house and resolve to bring the house gang to justice. Okay. Let's go see if we can bring the gang to justice. You encounter an overturned wagon surrounded by ruined books and a pair of broken spectacles. Looks like a family of especially literate homesteaders met an untimely end here. Tragic. You pore over the ditches and manage to find, just advanced beancraft. One book that looks both undestroyed and remotely interesting to you. You got an item, Advanced Beancraft, volume. As you dismount and approach the house where the bandits are holed up, you hear a voice from inside say, "What was that?" Uh-oh. Looks like you're going to have to be sneaky if you want to avoid a full-on fracas. Sneaky is my middle name. Wait, really? Yes, Sneaky's my middle name. Okay, if you say so. From the sound of it, you'd say this doghouse contains an angry dog. This doghouse contains an angry dog. Very funny. You're not going to be able to get past it without alerting the gang inside the house. Give the dog a bone. With a knick-knack paddywhack, you achieve your aim. The dog begins contentedly gnawing on the human fever. Good for him. Let me rethink this. Hmm. Oh, I forgot to read the book. There's a list of meditation techniques to help you concentrate while cooking and or fighting. Gives the use old bean skill that temporarily increases your mysticality during a fight. There's a chapter about cooking bean dishes that's so small that they have to be served intravenously. Gives good beans a skill that lets you regenerate health during combat. There's a recipe that has been scratched out and replaced with a bunch of paranoid, insane scrawling. Gives wary a skill that increases your maximum AP. Ooh. Increase mysticality, regenerate health, or maximum AP. Ooh. Thinking AP. Although regenerate health would be useful. So I got a skill, blood beans. Unfortunately, you get so distracted by your newfound vigor that you misplace the book. Oh. Okay. So there's definitely got to be a way, ouch, to get this gang. I'll have to be extra sneaky. So what if we go back to Dirtwater? Howdy there, I'm Wondering Sally. Howdy, Sally, I'm Spin. What's your line? Trading. I wander all around these lands, just like it says on the label. And I buy a little here and sell a little there to make my way. Care to see the wares? Sure thing. Look. You know, pickaxe. Work boots. Bar of soap. Ooh, a lucky marigold. 1 muscle, 1 mysticality, 1 moxie. Hmm. Dr. Skeleton's pure castleized soap. Where this comes from, they call it soap. Okay. Apple, carrot. I'll go ahead and pick up the needles. But that's it for now. Oh. Advanced Beancraft book, of course. Dynamite, plum pudding, shovel, soda crackers, tooth powder. Nothing that will help me with the squeaky hinges. Nothing. Hi, I'm Spin Any mail for me? Nope. Darn. Well, I'd like to send a postcard. Alrighty, let's have it. You write a quick note to Rufus letting him know what you've been up to and that you're okay. That'll be... Oh, it's one of them prepaid ones. That'll be 0 meat then. Thank you. Okay, there was a second wanted poster. The Stripy Hat Gang for Grand Theft Paint and Tasteless Hat Vandalism. Last seen in the vicinity of Cavern Canyon. 1,000 meat reward. Interesting. Dirty, rotten paint thieves and low-down, no-fashion sense hat vandals. Despicable. Want to go after them? Yes. So... the Cavern Canyon. Let's go there. We might be able to get this gang. The desert house, there's got to be a way around the squeaky gate. Danger, spider. You can see the gang on the other side of this big pile of junk, but you're not going to be able to get to them from this end. Maybe if you had more legs, you'd be able to pick your way through it. Okay. The Strappy Hat Gang. Okay. Oh, I don't know how this is gonna go. Not well.
Yeah.
Daggone.
Yeah.
Ugh. I got bean armor now. Heal me up some. Okay, that helped. Having the bean armor.
Yeah.
Okay. Go Alice. As far as I know, Alice hasn't missed yet. Let's see. Skill level up. Moxie level 3. Take the leader's tattooed tooth as a means of identifying. You also take one of those horrible hats as a souvenir. So I got an item. I got a stripy hat. jaw harp. The poor chef is chained to the wall. His eyes widen as you approach. Hey, you're not one of them. Are you here to rescue me? Sure. Oh, thank goodness. He thrusts his hands into yours and vigorously shakes. I'm Doug. Spin. How you do, Doug? Well, I've been chained up in this dank cave for weeks, cooking for those stripy hat idiots. That sounds awful. You want to know the worst part? There's a perfectly good oven 8 feet to my right, and a shelf of perfectly good ingredients 8 feet to my left. What's the worst part? This chain is only 4 feet long. Oh, that's rough. I know, right? There I was, fresh out of culinary school with a million meat idea in my head, and now here I am, 4 feet shy of my dreams, cooking the same pot of soup over and over again. What's the million meat idea? You promise not to steal my idea, right? Yeah, I promise. Okay, then. It's kind of a new sandwich, or maybe even a taco. It's so revolutionary, I'm not quite sure where it fits in the whole hand food taxonomy, to be honest. Anyway, in the middle of it, there's a sausage. But it's a sausage made from the cheapest possible parts of pig, ground up so finely you can't identify them anymore. Okay. And it's served in a long split roll, which soaks up the grease so you can't tell how fatty the sausage is. And the best part, the name. You ready to hear the name? Sure. I call it the hot dog. What do you think? Sounds great. He beams. Thanks. He sighs. Not that any of that even matters. Even if I did get off this chain, there's no point hanging around in this empty cave making hot dogs just for myself. I don't even like the taste of them. You could set up shop in Dirtwater. Brilliant. You're a genius, Spin. Hot dogs for sale all day, every day. I'll make a mint. Say, there's an idea. What if I added mint to the sausage mixture? You help him break his chains, and he leaves the caves, hauling the oven and the shelf full of ingredients, muttering to himself about the new sausage recipes. Well, that's that then. He took all the stuff, didn't he? Okay. Can we go into this one? Oh. I got a fancy knife. There was a spider in there. Fancy knife. 3 moxie. Deals 7 to 8 damage. That's my newest stuff. Wait. My weapons. Equip the fancy knife. That it does more damage. Okay. Well, let's go back to the desert house. You see a streak of fire blast across the sky and the land just over the horizon. You ride to the side of the impact and find a meteor. Oh, get after it with the pickaxe. Oh my gosh! You gain 1477 meat. Oh my god, 1477 meat. Wow. I got an item, Stardust. Unfortunately, your pick melts from the heat of the meteor. The heatier. Oh, now I don't have a pickaxe anymore. Ah. Oh. Let's increase my armor. Okay. Oops. Yeehaw! Skill up. Mysticality level 5. You got an item, bag of ears and such. And you got an item, desert gains 6 gun. Hey. Hooray. Can I go into the house actually? No. Let's see, the 6 gun deals 7 to 8 damage. But the deputy people, 4 to 5 damage. This is +1 moxie. Definitely better. Let's see. How am I doing? Got a lot of moxie. I need to up my mysticality. Oh, you know, books. Yeah, there it is. I bought a book. There's an article about butter and an article about beans. The juxtaposition gives you an idea. Gives butter bean, a spell that reduces an opponent's muscle, mysticality, and moxie. Oh. There's a whole set of recipes for ice-cold bean-based desserts. Gives Great Northern Blizzard, a spell which deals cold damage to all your enemies. Okay. There's a recipe that's been scratched out and replaced with a bunch of paranoid, insane scrawlings. Gives Wary, a skill that increases your AP. We got one that deals fire damage. Butterbean could be useful. See, you study the combinations of beans and butter until you mastered every aspect of it. You got a skill, Butterbean. Unfortunately, a lot of butter got splattered onto the book while you were practicing. Now it's totally illegible. Okay. Let's head back to Dirtwater. You spot an old army fort on the horizon, probably abandoned, but there's only one way to find out. You discovered a new map location, Fort Cowardice. Let's go there. Why not? This say must be the math tent. Oh, I don't have safe cracking. Based on the papers and anatomical diagrams scattered across its surface, you're guessing the desk belongs to the Fort Cowardice nurse. Look at the papers. The papers are mostly just boring medical records, dental diarytypes, lamentations that antibiotics haven't been discovered yet, and things, and that kind of thing. Hey, what's this? It looks like it might be important. I got an item, marching orders. Okay, let's look at the diagrams. They're just a bunch of disgusting drawings of sliced open bodies. Okay. Sign says toilet in Goblin, which makes it seem pretty likely that goblins use this tent as toilet. No way are you going to go in there. Hey. Got a cannonball. Oh. I'll leave them alone. Oh. Ooh. Becky Smith, secretary, pay grade C3. Born 5/14/40. Deceased 2/10/64. Date missed days 89. Accrued sick days 0. The goblin seated at this desk was repeatedly firing his pistol at the pie safe. Say, what are you doing? Shooting pies. Always shooting pies. Could you elaborate on that? Why shooting a pie? Yes. To destroying, obviously. Must to destroying a terrible pie. What's wrong with the pie? Blah. A human will never understanding. Well, we'll just leave him be. Alright. Alright, so we checked out Fort Cowardice. Now let's go to Dirtwater again. Off the trail shoulder, you see some ancient... They seem to translate to, my first is the first of a burning coal. Intriguing. Hey. Leveled up Butterbean. Oh. What's he got for sale now? Same things. You okay, buddy? I'm pretty sure my leg is broken, so no. What happened? Traffic accident? No, it sort of just broke all of a sudden. I guess I don't get enough vitamins or whatever. Good nutrition can be difficult this day and age. I'm going to need some medicine for this. Can you help me? Sure. Thank you. There's a mission up north. The nuns there run a little hospital and sell medical supplies. Can you get me some broken leg pills? Broken leg pills? Is that a thing? Yeah, that's a thing. Don't have any with me, sorry. Okay, coming up. So... Oh, that's way up north. Oh. Don't have safe cracking. I don't have foraging. my goodness, what's wrong, sister? They came back. They just came back and took them. I couldn't stop them. Whoa, slow down. What happened? Our holy relics. The saints just stormed up out of the catacombs and took them back. Wow. I didn't know what to do. I thought maybe they'd fire me if I tried to stop them. The cardinal would be here any minute. What am I going to do? To start with, take a deep breath and try to calm down, okay? What's your name? I'm Sister Mary. My name's Spin. Now, what's this about saints? Our mission is to protect 3 sacred relics. I'm the relic keeper. It's my specific job to look after them. Wait, do they call you a memento? She shows you the ruler she keeps tucked in her sleeve. No, they do not. Okay, sorry. So what happened? The saints. Oh, it's too horrible. They just came to life somehow, and they came up out of the catacombs, all skeletal and ghastly looking. I mean, it's probably blasphemy to say that, but I nearly fainted. And they took back the relics? Yes, and if they aren't recovered before the cardinal gets here, I'll be in so much trouble. Uh-oh. How much time is there? Well, actually, he's months overdue, so it's probably not all that urgent, but still. All right, I'll get them back for you. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, wait a second. Are you going to have to fight them to get the relics back? Because that's probably blasphemous too. I mean, probably, but if black magic brought them back to life, that's like super blasphemous, right? So it evens out? Oh dear, the cardinal's going to want to have a very long talk about this. But go ahead and do what you must, I suppose. I came to the wrong place, didn't I? Ooh. That's a lot. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, I can't get past this one. Maybe we can do this one. Ooh. Skill up. Bean shield level 2. Got another skeleton bone. Alice has become stronger. Way to go. Ooh. Oh, this is not going to end well. Oh boy. Oh. I forgot something, didn't I? Oh. Uh. I don't think she can heal me. Yeah, look at that. Beated. He keeps doing his poke gestures, ignoring you. How can someone look so smug without even having a face? The longer you're watching, the more he gets on your nerves. Insult him. You unleash a torrent of insults that would make a sailor blush and a sailor's mother ashamed of the sailor. St. Pope's eyes narrow. Looks like you finally managed to make him mad enough to fight you. Oh, come on! Oh, come on! You gotta be kidding me. Woo. Okay. Geez, they really knew how to build a heavy stone sarcophaguses back in the day. You grunt and strain and force the heavy stone sarcophagus lid open. There's a skeleton inside. Holy crap, his bones are huge. Fortunately, he bears to sleep. Wake him up. Oh my god, he is big! That's a big one. Let's, his stats. Take his stats down. Ooh, oh my gosh, go Alice. The bigger they are, the harder they excommunicate. Oh. You got an item. St. Beefus's fingers. St. Beefus's thigh. Outfox in level 2. Alright. Alright, so this is the only one. Okay. Gotta fight him. Okay, Let's get my armor on. That's 45. What's the toughest one? This one. What? Alice? Okay. Let's have Alice. Take out this one. Okay. All right, Alice, go ahead and take out that one. Take out that one too. Yeehaw! Blood beans level 2. Santa Cortada's skull, Santa Cortada's ring. Alice studied the remains of your undead foes. Her eyes light up. Evidently, she's had an epiphany of sort. Alice has become stronger. Way to go, Alice. Alice is the bomb. Let's see if we can't. See if we can fight them. Get my armor on. This is the bomb! This is the bomb. We got it this turn. We got it, because I can take out that one. And Alice has got this one. Sweet! Nice. Nice. Oops. I've recovered all the relics. Praise be, thank you. I'm glad to have helped, sister. I must reward you for your efforts, though. We don't have much, but I can give you this old censer. We don't use it anymore because Sister Penelope is allergic to the incense. We got a burr censer. Okay. Wrong one. This was where I was supposed to go, the rescue mission. Gosh, a real life nun. Yes, I'm Sister Tabitha. I'm Spin Herb. What's with the cots? Well, what with the cow attacks and so on, I felt my faith would be better served by running this place as a clinic rather than just a church. I also sell medical supplies if you'd like your healing to go. Can I buy some medical supplies? I need broken leg pills. That's what we needed for this guy down here. All the way down back to Dirtwater. This map is big! Oh, were you able to get some broken leg pills? Without them, I'm just stuck sort of lying here in the street. Yep. Here you go! Yeehaw! Skill up, muscle level 4. Ooh, thanks, I feel like a new man again, or at least the same man with a new leg. That's good, go drink some milk or something, okay? He waves and skips happily away. Well, that was nice. Okay. So... let's go back, because I think Sister Tabitha had something that we could do. Phobia takes a weird turn somewhere, and you find yourself completely surrounded by old, dead trees. Where are you? A gray mist closes in on you as Phobia marches confidently forward through the gnarled and ancient forest. You shudder. Phobia stops. Through the fog ahead, you see a shape. You dismount to investigate, and it reveals itself to be shape of a pedestal, topped with the shape of a book. A chill runs down your spine as you touch the book. You got an item. Introductory Nex-Mex. This black-covered book written in black ink on black paper is a primer in the arts of southwestern necromancy, otherwise known as Nex-Mex. Yeah, it gives you Grinning Skull Skill. What is that? I don't know if I should get into the necromancy stuff. What do you say, Alice? We're getting north near Fort Alldead. I've heard there's serious necromantic activity there. We should take a look. Sounds pretty sinister. What is it? Well, it's pretty much just what it sounds like. An old army fort where all the soldiers are dead. Except rumor is they're still walking around there. Did they name it Fort Alldead before they all died? No, originally it was called Fort Just Fine. You discovered a new map location, Fort Alldead. Okay. Do you need any errands? Do you need any errands run or anything? Funny you should ask. I've been experimenting with healing properties of purple grass that grows near here, but I've run out. Would you mind picking some for me? It grows near a cave that makes an unusual humming sound. Humming cave. No problem. I'll be right back. Let's go check out Humming Cave. You find a liquor cabinet standing in the woods. Maybe there used to be a house around it. You try to open it, but find it to be locked. That's probably why it didn't get stolen by whoever stole the walls. Ooh, I got decent whiskey, decent tequila, and decent wine. Nice. Oh my gosh, it's an electric snake. We got this. Me and Alice have got this. We've got a snake spleen, a snake venom bladder, and electric snake skin. Hooray! Oh, I could have done that in the first place. What is that thing? Oh my gosh! We got a strange device now. Where did it just take me? Well, that looks dangerous. I got the purple grass. To your delight, you just see a silhouette of a big circus tent towering over the pines. You discovered a new map location. A circus. Let's keep going where we're going. Welcome back. Were you able to find the humming cave in the purple grass? Yep. Here you go. Woohoo! Yeehaw! Skill up. Muscle level 5. Okay. Let's go back to the map. Let's go to Fort All Dead. The strange arrow you just found starts going crazy, beeping and booping, whirling of its own accord. It practically drags you in the direction of a strange, decrepit-looking house. You discover a new map location. The professor's house. Okay, we'll check out the professor's house. The beeping machine leads you to a ramshackle house in the middle of the desert. It's a coffee cactus! Coffee, it's your cactus! The microscopic knots that live in your eyelashes seem to be getting along just fine. You gain 5 XP. Cool. Excuse me, sir. My name's Spinnerp. What? Oh, I didn't notice you come in. I'm not used to visitors, but folks generally call me the professor. Is there something I can do for you? Well, I found this beeping gizmo, and I sort of followed the beeping, and it led me here. Well, I'll be. It certainly led you to the right place, young man. This is El Vibrito technology. I happen to be as much of an expert as anyone alive today. El what now? El Vibrito. They were ancient race that lived here long before the humans. Well, mostly they lived underground, so they might still be living as far as I know. Never seen a peep of an actual person, though. Just the machines they left behind. Were they space aliens? Could be aliens, or genius prehumans, or entirely different terrestrial evolutionary line. At this stage of the investigation, it's impossible to say. Isn't it exciting? Here, let me have a closer look at your beeping gizmo. Aha! As I suspected, this is one of their transponders. It detects other El Vibrito technology in Home Zen, you see. That'll be why it led you here. I've got a thing I've been trying to repair. He tinkers around with the transponder for a bit and then plugs a strange stone marble into a socket on it. There you go, good as new. Just swipe up or down on it to turn it on or off. You got an item, an El Vibrito transponder. Swipe. Now I gotta swiping. Now I gotta warn you, this device will lead you to abandon El Vibrito technology, but it might also attract unwanted attention. From what? From the El Vibrito technology. You'll see what I mean. Just be careful. Okay. You know, now that I think about it, you've arrived at a perfect time. In order to go anywhere further with my research, I need more samples of the El Vibrito tech. But searching for it eats up all the time that I could be using to research it. Ah, I get you. Right, you're the adventurous type, so bring me back to whatever devices you find, and if I can get them up and running, that'll benefit both of us. Alright, deal. Great, first priority will be get my Keystone fabricator running. They lock their doors and things with these little stone alloy blocks. See? So if we can make our own, that'll open a lot of doors for us, literally and figuratively. Alright, what do we need? The components aren't rare, at least as far as priceless ancient technology goes. Bring me, about 5 handfuls of scrap. I should be able to salvage the last parts I need from that much. Roger that. The professor had told you how to turn this thing off. Do you want to shut it down? No. And so let's wander. Rein in your horse upon hearing a rattle of bones and clanking of chains nearby. With a hiss, a skeletal figure scuttles for you. What the hell is that? It's a little confusing to look at. Instead of a skull, it has another small skeleton growing out of the top of its spine. It also has a manacle locked around one of its ankles, trailing a length of broken chain. It looks like it escaped from somewhere. Is that real? How much have I been drinking? I see it too. Let's let Alice handle it. You want to take this one? It's too weird for me. Hiss. Alright, well, considering the anatomical structure of the thing, how the little skeleton is anchored to the first cervical vertebra of the larger skeleton and so forth, I'd say the most effective spot to hit it would be right about... Alice blasts the skeleton with her shotgun at close range, obliterating everything above its sternum. There, yep, that did the trick. You got an item. A weirdly deformed bone. Gain 20 XP, and yeehaw, skill up, mysticality level 7. Nice job. Alright, let's wander again. Off the trail shoulder, you see some ancient hieroglyphs carved into a rock. They seem to translate to, my third is the third of a clever rhyme. Intriguing. Alright, let's wander again. There's a crate lying in the dust of the trail. It has a pickaxe stenciled on the side, but it isn't clear if that's to indicate contents, destination, or opening instruction. Opening up. You probably lit off the crate with your crowbar, so that's one of the possibilities eliminated. You got an item. I got dynamite, smelling salts, surgical gin, and nerve pills. Oh, let's go back to the Dave yard. Your keen eyes detect a secluded cave in the near distance. Exploring it would definitely be a good use of your time. You discovered a new map location, Shaggy Dog Cave. Well, let's go there now. Beer barrel cactus. There's a plaque bolted to the cave wall here. A record of the events of the expedition to and into Shaggy Dog Cave, November 1887, recorded by Jim Plackwright. Having acquired through various and sundry means a story which is interesting in its own right but better saved for another time, a map purporting to lead to the large catch of jewels and ingots of precious metals hidden by the infamous highwayman and train robber Black Coal Jr. in the years before the cows came home. I, Jim Plackwright, along with 3 compatriots, these being Nathaniel Wayman, Cyrus Howard, and Douglas Watts, set out to find Shaggy Dog Cave and the aforementioned treasure. Our equipment and provisions consisted of 1 cart and a horse to pull it, 4 additional horses to be ridden, 2 shovels, a spade, and a mining pick, a large coil of rope, 1 large basket of eggs, as well as assortment of other trail provisions and cookware, my own collection of blank plaques and engraving tools, 1 large and shaggy dog, and a butt-for. After traveling 2.5 days to the south and east, we arrived at a small town called Dirtwater, the largest settlement in the vicinity of the Shaggy Dog Cave. Leaving the dog to watch the horses, the 4 of us entered the local saloon and each ordered a beer except Cy, who was satisfied with water. The barman provided our drinks as requested and then withdrew a small wooden box from underneath the bar, asking us if we cared to witness something real interesting. Considering that we still had quite a few hours left to travel, we politely declined and asked him if he knew the way to Shaggy Dog Cave. He replied he had never been there personally, but gave us rough directions which correlated nicely with notes on our map. Upon leaving the saloon, we discovered to our dismay that some unknown villain had tampered with our wagon. Fortunately, the only supplies missing were the butt-for and the entire basket of eggs, apart from one that Doug had concealed within a pocket for safekeeping. We also discovered that the dog had absconded with one of our horses, forcing Nate and Cy, after drawing lots, to share. After acquiring a barrel of fresh water for the trip, as well as replacement butt-for, we headed out into the open desert. The sun shone down mercilessly upon us, though we took small solace in the fact that it would have been far more intolerable had we made this expedition during the summer months rather than November. In order to pass the time on the tryst and resist becoming dazed from the heat and susceptible to desert mirages, we exchanged stories of our youth, which I will not be retelling here for reasons of length. However, I will relate to you 3 odd occurrences that happened to us during our trek through the desert. The first was 2 or 3 hours out of Dirtwater when Nate noticed a glint of sunlight upon a metallic object partially buried in the sand. This was revealed to be a brass oil lamp of foreign design and manufacture, which fortuitously still contained a quantity of oil. Deciding this must come in handy, we stashed it in the wagon with our other tools. Our next encounter was with a nomadic goblin tribesman, who we discovered spoke excellent English. It inquired as to our destination, and we replied that we were looking for Shaggy Dog Cave, though we did not disclose the reason for our journey. And the goblin confirmed that we were heading on the correct course and mentioned that he had only a short time earlier witnessed a large and shaggy dog riding a horse in the same direction. We all agreed that this was the last unusual sight indeed, and continued on our way. Sometime later, we encountered a large adobe hut occupied by two identical-seeming old men with wild hair and long white beards. They invited us to take shelter from the heat, which we gratefully accepted, and introduced themselves as hermits. This struck me as peculiar, given that there were two of them, but I felt it would be rude to question them on that point. One of the hermits confirmed we were near Shaggy Dog Cave, and the other hermit confirmed that what his brother said was true. They also commented they had seen a large and shaggy dog riding a horse in that direction. We all agreed this was an unusual sight indeed. The hermits refreshed our water supply in exchange for our buttford, and we continued on our way, excited to be finally nearing our goal. After 2 more hours, we finally arrived at Shaggy Dog Cave, carefully keeping our excitement in check lest we become incautious. We unloaded our equipment and supplies from the wagon and took a brief respite in the cool shade of the cave entrance. To celebrate our arrival, Doug unpocketed and shared the egg he had saved from our basket that had been stolen in Dirtwater. Once we were rested, we decided the time had come to explore the cave. Discovering that we had neglected to pack torches, lanterns, or any other light source which to illuminate the cave, we declared that it was indeed fortuitous that Nate had discovered the antique oil lamp during our travels. He gave the brass a quick shine and then lit the wick, and we were relieved to discover that it lit easily and provided a very adequate amount of light. As we headed into the cave, we were further encouraged by the fact that the floor was quite even and easy to traverse. There were no side passages which might cause us to become lost. Despite this, I resolved to hang a number of plaques to mark our progress through the cave and engrave them with the tale of our journey, such that others who discovered the cave after us might be entertained and edified by our story. Soon we came to the end of the tunnel. While Nate, Cy, Doug took turns with excavation, I completed the last of the aforementioned plaques. It was a matter of perhaps an hour before Cy's shovels struck a wooden surface with a hollow noise, and we hauled a traditionally styled treasure chest out of the hole with great excitement. The chest was locked with an ancient and rusting iron padlock, which broke easily from a single swing of our pickaxes. We opened the lid slowly, and the flickering light of the antique oil lamp shone brilliantly upon jewels of every color and shiny ingots of precious metals, just as promised by the legends of Black Hole Jr. Joyous at our triumph, we loaded the chest into our wagon and began the journey home. Thank you for reading, and may your own endeavors be equally successful. Signed, Jim Plackwright. A hole, a completely empty hole. Is that all that was in the cave? Just one long story. One long story about how they found the treasure. You get no treasure. Oh my, how funny. How funny indeed. Okay. Let's see. Let's wander. You find a pair of saddlebags slung over a tree branch. Stenciled letters on the side read, property of Fort Alldead Library. Dig through the bags. The bag is full of books, most boringly military field manuals. You do find one specific interest to you, though. You got an item, Advanced Beancraft. Ooh. Advanced Beancraft. There's a recipe that's been scratched out and replaced with a bunch of paranoid, insane scrawlings. And that gives Wary a skill that increases your maximum AP. There's a recipe for a wall-shaped pile of beans that look pretty interesting. Gives Bean Wall a spell that creates beans that provides cover from ranged attacks. Includes a chapter about making human-sized or larger automations and binding them to your will to help with kitchen tasks. Gives Bean Golem a combat skill which summons a powerful golem to fight for you. Ooh. Well, I want a Bean Golem. I also want a Bean Wall, but I can only choose one. Oh, Susie's pretty handy. Oh my gosh. I got a skill, Bean Golem. Unfortunately, one of your earlier experiments gets a little rowdy and eats the books. Bad Golem, bad. Okay. Head back to Dirt Water. A few hundred yards up the trail, you see a solitary skeleton trudging toward the northwest. It doesn't seem to notice you or anything else, really. Attack it. I mean... Alice has got this. Skull Chips, Goldtooth, Alice, study the remains of your undead foes. Hey! Howdy, Doug. Well, if it isn't my savior, good old Spin. Howdy yourself. The sign outside. Yeah, I had to change the name. I tried to file a trademark, and it turns out there's already something called Hot Doug. What is it? Trust me, you don't want to know. I wish I didn't know. Anyway, a single letter removed, and I'm in business. He gestures at the menu on the wall behind him. Buy something. We got the Elegant Hot Dog. Increases your mysticality by 6 for the rest of the day. A Jumbo Hot Dog, which increases your muscle by 6 for the rest of the day. And a Saucy Dog that increases your moxie by 6 for the rest of the day. Well, getting the Elegant Hot Dog. Buying one of those. Thank you, Doug. Oh, so that's why these lots are available. Hi, I'm Spinner. Any mail for me? Nope. Darn. Thanks anyway. Disposable binoculars. Shovel. I'm still miffed that I lost my pickaxe. I didn't mean to go out. You sit down at the poker table. Dealer emerges from somewhere in the back and sits down next to you. The lady to your right introduces herself as Claudia, and the player to the left says his name is Joe. The dealer tells you that the ante is 20 meat. Ante up. The dealer gives a shuffle and then deals. Hand of cards glides across your table. It's a really terrible hand. 3 one-handed queens of hearts and a pair of jacks. It's the first round. The pot is 60 meat, and your estimate of chances of winning are about 20%. You glance at Joe and check. Joe hesitates for a moment and then raises. I'll lose 20 meat. Okay. You wordlessly reveal your cards, a Tennessee flush. Claudia slugs as she reveals a Utah flush. Joe shrugs as he reveals a straight. You lost. Okay, walk away. I should have read the rules. Maybe I'll read the rules and come back. Hey, what are you doing in here? Employees only, bud. Oh, sorry. I was just, looking around. So you're the nosy type, eh? Well, I prefer adventuresome. As it happens, there's something you can do for me. I'm out of saltpeter and need someone to go pick me up some more. Saltpeter, isn't it used to make gunpowder? And other things. Look, who's the chef here? Me or you? Okay, where can I find it? Your best bet's a military camp. Because it's used to make gunpowder? Shut up. The nearest one is Fort Cowardice. They keep it in a little green jars. Okay, be right back. Fort Cowardice. Didn't we see the little green jars when we were at Fort Cowardice? I think so. You happen across an abandoned crate which apparently fell off a wagon or something since the lid has been knocked loose. You know what that means. It's mine! It's mine! It's all mine! I got a thermos of spiked coffee and smelling salts. Nice! I got some saltpeter. Your El Vibrato transponder starts making beeping noises that means either treasure or a monster is nearby. It turns out to be a monster. Nuts. Fortunately, it doesn't seem to have noticed you. It's attacking. Oh my gosh. I think I need 5 scraps to take back to him. That's the stuff, thanks. I gained 10 XP. Progress for the next skill, 19 out of 50. Okay, the next thing I need is a certain kind of hot pepper. It's called murder pepper. Because it's really spicy. Because it literally has a knife and kills people who ask them questions. They grow in the area outside of town. You should be able to find one if you just wander around a while. Okay? So let's wander. You catch a whiff of something that makes your eyes water. You trace its source to a vividly colored red shape hanging from a scraggly little plant. This must be the southeast western murder pepper that feller at the jewel is looking for. You finger and thumb immediately start throbbing as you pluck the pepper. Toss it into your rucksack before it can do any more damage. I got an item. The southeast western murder pepper. You found me a murder pepper? Yeah, here it is. Ah, a nice big one. That'll last a while. Good going. Okay, if you're still looking for stuff to do, I need someone to go check my mail. I ordered a new saute knife, but I haven't got time to go to fetch it myself. Here's the key to my post office box. Alright. I love the walking. Excellent, that'll work a lot better than the hammer I was using. Okay, I only need one more favor from you, but it's most important. I used to have this recipe for a secret jerk sauce, but my jerk friend Dave J stole it from me, and then he died and took the secret to his grave, literally. I mean, he was buried with it. You want me to dig up his grave? He's dead, he won't mind. Well, okay. So it looks like we are going to the Dave yard. Your heart skips a beat as you spy a floating cow skull in the middle of the middle distance. It doesn't seem to have noticed you. My magic beans, my beans, my magic beans. Victory! I got cow fangs and a brass bull ring. Sweet. That's Dave B, Dave C, Dave J. You dig up at the grave and pry up the coffin. Instead of a corpse, it contains a garbage bag. Strange. You reach into the garbage bag and are surprised to find that it's full of pudding. No, not just pudding. It's pudding and motor oil. Who would do this? You finally manage to reach all the way to the bottom of the bag and retrieve a sodden lump from the bottom. You unglove the wad, dry it off, and then wash your arm in a nearby ditch. This better be worth it. You've got an item. It's Dave's secret sauce recipe. Okay, while we're here at the Dave yard, though, let's open a whole bunch. What I'm talking about now. That's what I'm talking about. Woohoo! See, we could do this again. I could do that over and over again, but I got a quest to complete here. Love the stupid walking. It's awesome. The one my jerk friend Dave took to his grave? Yeah, I got it. Thanks a million, buddy. Now my slop will be world famous. Here, let me give you a little something for all your trouble. It fell in the slop, but it's still good. You got an item. Sloppy chef's hat. All in a day's work. Oh. What's this? Stage. Nobody on stage. Alright, let's see. What place? We have another place we haven't been to. We're all dead. The El Vibrato transponder thingy starts beeping at you, and you play hot and cold with it until you find a weird-looking crate hidden behind some rocks. You fumble around the inside of the crate until you find the bit that makes the lid slide open when you push it. You got an item. El Vibrato scraps. You got an item. Oh, and a punch card. Ooh. Oh. Interesting. Interesting. Cryptic note about ley lines. Ooh. Now it's amazing. Wait, I think I have. Ooh, nice. Nice haul there. Holy damn. Yeah, this is a little intense. We have to do something about this immediately. Any ideas? Well, I can only think of one thing to get rid of all these things at once. That would be to poison them somehow. That isn't very doctorly. Well, you never heard of vaccination? Look, would you rather find an army of skeletons at once or find a way to slip something into their food supply nice and quiet like? Nothing in there. Pepperoni mold. Look at that. Walk away. So, wondered. A rustling sound in the bushes draws your attention, and you decide to investigate because that's what adventurers do. No matter how bad of an idea it will probably turn out to be. The rustling turns out to be a goblin. A goblin wearing clown makeup and practicing their cartwheels, mostly failing. Eventually, they give up on tumbling practice and start repeatedly throwing a shiny metal ball in the air and catching it. Wow, hello. Hello, hi. What are you doing? I'm learning to juggle. It tosses a single ball up in the air again, but distracted by the conversation, misses the catch. Okay, but why? I'm a clown becoming. Joining the circus, far away to traveling, far, far to traveling, and then to popping. Popping? No, never mind. If the goblin that is also a clown is absolutely the last thing you want to deal with right now, I totally respect that decision. In a devastated cornfield off to the side trail, you see a similarly devastated scarecrow. Its shirt's untucked, its hat's knocked off, and don't even get me started on the state of its ascot. Yeehaw! Well, this is a little weird. You didn't expect to find a circus all the way out here. There's basically nobody around for miles. There's a rodeo clown manning the ticket booth. Well, there hasn't actually been a rodeo since the cows came home, so I guess he's just a clown. Ugh, clowns. Not a fan? They're so creepy. When I was little, my uncle would give me nightmares with old stories about them. Huh. Those old fairy tales, demon clowns and demon cows fighting in wars of hell? Right. And supposedly rodeo clowns dressed up like that because the first rodeos were reenactment of those battles, and it became a traditional thing. If you asked me 30-odd years ago, I'd say you were nuts for even considering that might be real. These days, I'm not so sure. But that fellow there is just a man in makeup with a crap job at a carnival. Yeah, I know. Still creeps me out. Welcome to Barnaby Bob's Perfectly Normal Traveling Circus Sideshow. How can I help you? I'd like to see the circus, please. Well, you came to the right place, then. But if you want to get inside, you'll need a ticket. And presumably you can sell me one? Well, I certainly can. It's my job, after all. For you, sir, a ticket will be 5,000 meat. Say what? Does seem a bit high. I promise you, sir. It's at this price, it's real steal. You got that right. Why is it so expensive? Well, this is no podunk little traveling circus. We've got rides, games, food, and an amazing demonstration of knife throwing skill by none other than Barnaby Bob himself. Tell me more about the rides. Well, I suppose I should say ride, but we have a single grizzly merry-go-round since the merry-go-round accident since we stopped turning it on. Tell me about the games. Well, we got tons of them. Does 3 count as tons? 3 is more like some. Well, we got some of them. Tell me more about the food. We've got your favorites. Popped corn, sarsaparilla with the fancy new bottle caps. And get this, did you hear about the new thing that they invented, fella? Cotton candy? Yeah, I think I might have. Well, it's still patented, but we're pretty sure that we figured out how it works. Mostly, more or less. Tell me more about Barnaby Bob. Oh, the boss is a real master of knives, let me tell you. He does this amazing stunt where he gets a volunteer from the audience right up on stage and throws knives at them. He never misses his target. Did you leave out the part where he puts an apple on their head or something? What? Oh, right, sure. You aren't doing a very good job of selling me on this. Why, whatever do you mean? Attempt to outfox the clown. First you ask for an outrageous sum of meat, then you describe your circus in terms that make it sound distinctly cut rate. Well now, if you really expected me to pay that much, you'd be doing your best to make it sound like a magical paradise. On the other hand, if it really is as chintzy as you describe it, you'd be asking a price cheap enough to overcome poor word of mouth. Which leads me to the conclusion that for some reason you don't actually want to sell me a ticket. The clown starts to look nervous. Now, let's not jump to conclusions, friend. I'm just pulling your leg a bit, clowning around like we do. It's all in good fun. So the actual price is 500 meat. I could about half a horse for that. Sure, but what are you going to do with half a horse? The circus is much more entertaining. me think about that. Like, I don't have, well, I have meat, but I don't know if I'm going to need, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to need that meat for something else. I might need that meat for something else. Let's see. We haven't traveled to the railroad camp. You spotted an astonishing large horse apple in the distance. You are literally astonished by the size of it. It's very large. You discover a new location on the map, the Big Apple. Go there now. As you reach the center of the clearing, you are simultaneously struck with a profound awe and a terrible stench as you discover the largest road apple you've ever seen. You can't even imagine how this got here. Was it a giant horse? Was it 200 normal-sized horses acting collaboratively? They should have sent a poet. We cleaned it all up. Hey, we were going to the railroad camp. Before you can react to the sudden howling, a ghost train surges over a hill and roars past, just missing you. 3 skeleton train robbers arrive just behind it and barely avoiding colliding with you by pulling back hard on the reins. The train vanishes in the distance and the robbers seem really annoyed by your interference. Attack! Way to go, Alice! We got this, Alice. We got this. Got an item. Skull chips, handful of loose teeth. All right. So, West of Loathing. It is such a ton of fun. I'm having a blast, but I'm going to call it a stream here. And we'll pick back up with West of Loathing. I'm hoping tomorrow, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. So, here we go. We wanted Spinner. Spinner the Beanslinger. So, there's a lot of mystery. There's a lot of things that we got to figure out what's going on, like with the El Vibrato technology, with the cows coming home, with the skeletons being re-resurrected. There's a ton of things. Ton of things going on in here. It's very story driven, and it's a load of fun. It's so quippy, so fun. I love it. So until next time, though, that is the first part, and we'll see what the railroad place is all about next time. So until next time, keep your beans. Keep your beans humming with that magic.